Glendale has terminated a long-standing contract with Homeland Security and ICE that allowed the agency to use its jails.
Yeah, the city had come under pressure to end the deal amid the recent wave of immigration raids here in Southern California. We are joined by Glendale Mayor Ara Narjarian to break down the decision. Mayor, thank you for being with us this morning.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is a complicated issue, so we wanted to have you on to explain it. Let's start with the beginning. You guys have had this contract in place since 2007 when George W. Bush was president. I understand that you did not want to cancel the contract. Some of your council members did, and the Department of Homeland Security criticizing you guys for ending it. So why end it now?
Well, in 2007, when we entered into the contract, we thought it was a good idea, partnering with our federal law enforcement immigration partners. We reviewed that again 6 years ago, and we thought it was a good idea to continue. And we looked at it 3 months ago, and at that point, we thought it was still a good idea. But it was only after we saw these devastating riots and the looting that occurred in Los Angeles that we became concerned that the same sort of activities that we see on your screen would happen in downtown Glendale, at our police station, City Hall, our stores, only for the reason that we had the ICE contract. Our job as city council members, as mayor, is to make sure that our residents are safe, our police, law enforcement are safe, that they're not put under undue risk, our businesses aren't looted. So it was for that reason, it was a tough decision, let me tell you, to cancel the ICE contract and end our cooperation in housing the detainees.
Well, so it sounds like this was done due to public perception of what was going on. So would you call this a political decision at this point?
It's a good question. We talk about that a lot. So the decision that we made at the council level with our city manager and police chief was not political. The intention was to keep Glendale safe. However, go one level above that, and it was definitely political. Those activists wanted to place political pressure on Glendale because we had this ICE contract, and they, in my opinion, did not understand what it is that we do in Glendale to provide for the health and safety. Yes, the health and safety of the detainees when they're in our custody.
Can you talk more about that? Because I understand that's why you didn't want to end the contract. You said this is actually the most humane and accommodating way to hold these detainees, because now without this facility, my understanding is then they could immediately be brought to much further away, like Arizona. So by the time their loved ones realize that they've been detained, they're gone and they can't really track them.
You are absolutely right. And I hope that anyone interested in this subject will listen carefully to what I say. The objections that the ACLU had, mainly to these ICE issues and the immigrant rights defenders, they were concerned that these detainees were getting shoved in a basement in a federal detention center with no facilities, beds, showers, food, etc. That's what their complaint was. They said they were not seeing their attorneys. They were not seeing their families. Glendale facility is the complete opposite of that. They have spacious, yes, spacious beds, a pod system so they're not locked in. There's 3 meals a day, there's water, there's showers. They can speak to their attorneys, they can speak to their loved ones. Even if they have a medical condition or need help, we've got medical professionals standing by to help them. And we were rated one of the top facilities for jails in the entire state. We received an outstanding rating by the Los Angeles County civil grand jury.
Complicated decision, but you've made one. And very quickly, how many detainees are in there that will be impacted by this?
Very few. It's a very infrequent use. I think last week we had only one.
Oh, okay.
For the whole year, from January, we had maybe 80.
Okay.
So very infrequently used. I wish that we think about the humanitarian issues rather than the larger immigration issues, because it's those poor detainees that are getting shoved out to Texas or in a basement that are missing out on the features, amenities of the Glendale jail.
All right, Mayor Narjarian, we do have to let you go, but thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you.